when President Donald Trump designated Mexican cartels as foreign terrorist organizations, FTOs. It triggered a seismic shift in U.S. policy, unleashing unprecedented legal, military, and geopolitical consequences. Former narco cop Ed Calderon explains that this classification allowed the U.S. to freeze cartel assets globally, prosecute anyone aiding them as terrorists, and deploy military-grade surveillance, drones, SIGINT, and cyber warfare against their networks. Delta Force veteran John "Shrek" McPhee highlights the Pentagon's newfound ability to conduct direct action missions, including cross-border raids with JSOC units, though such operations risked Mexican sovereignty disputes. CIA contractor Evan Hafer notes the CIA's expanded role in coordinating with Mexican special forces, using proxy units to dismantle cartel leadership without overt U.S. involvement, mirroring counter-terrorism tactics in the Middle East. The financial system also became a battleground. Treasury's OFAC blacklisted cartel-linked businesses, while banks froze suspect transactions, crippling their money laundering. However, Calderon warns of unintended blowback. Cartels fragmented into deadlier factions, escalating violence as they fought for shrinking resources, while corruption within Mexican law enforcement deepened as cartels bribed officials to avoid extradition. McPhee adds that cartels adapted asymmetrically, using IEDs, anti-aircraft weapons, and even recruiting ex-special forces, morphing into hybrid insurgent groups. Meanwhile, Hafer points to diplomatic friction, as Mexico's government publicly rejected U.S. interventionism, but privately relied on American intelligence for high-profile arrests like El Chapo's son. The humanitarian fallout was dire: mass displacements, collateral damage from drone strikes, and a refugee crisis as cartels weaponized migration, smuggling terrorists alongside migrants to exploit U.S. border vulnerabilities. Economically, the designation disrupted legal cross-border trade, as enhanced inspections slowed supply chains, spiking prices for avocados, auto parts, and pharmaceuticals. Yet despite kinetic wins, like decapitating the Sinaloa and CJNG cartels, the experts agree the long-term result was a metastasizing threat. Cartels diversified into cybercrime, fentanyl trafficking, and even kidnapping U.S. officials abroad, forcing the Pentagon to treat Mexico as a non-combatant combat zone. Ultimately, the FTO label turned the drug war into a literal war, with all the moral, legal, and strategic complexities that entailed, proving that dismantling cartels required not just firepower, but addressing the root causes: corruption, demand, and institutional collapse.